Hello, learners. My name is Davidson, and I'm pleased to welcome you on this Full Circle Learning online program. This online program is intended to benefit students from 6th to 12th grade. We know that as a result of the global pandemic, government have shut down schools and restrict movements within cities across their respective countries. And because Full Circle Learning cares about you, we decided to develop a program that will benefit you at home. Because as you're staying home now, your regular school activities have been put on hold, and you now have to rely on online programs. So it is based on this ground that Full Circle Learning have developed this program so that you can benefit from it. Some of the packages that we've developed that you can benefit from includes the habit of empathy. And this habit of empathy, it's particularly intended for you to understand your role as a person. So what are we expect to learn from this habit of empathy? There are lots that we have put together on this unit, and that we hope that you will learn from it. So the first of the elements that we have put together is core element 1. And this element 1 circle around or focus on the aroma of empathy. So you're going to be learning about the aroma of empathy, where you look at the sensory aspects, where we'll introduce you to the concept of rice and food, and how people benefit from food in general. So that and many more you're going to learn under element 1. Element 2 actually focus on a conflict bridge, where we are going to create an imaginary scenario or situation that portrays giving and sharing. So because we know the world is never equal, there are those that have in abundance, and there are those that are still lacking somewhat. But so we're going to look at that scenario and see where we are, all right, and how we can use empathy to address it. So that is what we are going to be learning under element 2, as you can see here. All right, and then after that, we move over now to element 3, where you're going to be learning about, you're going to be listening to some very wonderful stories, about, the same concept of empathy, and how you can use this to benefit yourself and your family. As you can see here, you can see two people trying to show empathy towards one another by distributing rice, as you can see just right there. And then we are going to be looking at element 4, which talks about protecting the rice plant and the planet. Okay, so what have we got to learn from there? How is rice planted? How is it nurtured? And how does it get to the point where we have to eat it? So that's going to be under element 4. From there, we go over to element 5. Element 5, where you're going to be learning about how empathy heals. Okay, so you're going to be connecting the concept of element of empathy with science, with art, with life skills, and every other aspect of life. As you can see here, so you can see you're going to be learning about how empathy heals pain. You're going to be developing some new skills to reduce human sufferings, and so many more. So from there, we go over to making music to promote empathy. Okay, so here you're going to be listening to a wonderful song put together by one of our students by the name Loa. In the course of this program, Loa is going to come over and teach you and share with you the gift of her song, and how you can learn it and use it to benefit yourself and your peers. So that will now take us to element 7, where you are going to listen to varieties of poems, write poem activities from different students like you. And I'm pretty sure that you are going to be so inspired that you write your own poems as well and share with your peers. So as you can see, so you're going to be learning about interpreting poetry, populations of producers. You're going to be learning about feed your imaginations and a whole lot. All right, and you can just see over here the bag of rice and an oil, and what these wonderful bags do for us as human beings. So from there we move over to share empathy at home. How do you how do you see the concept of sharing? Okay, do you think there's gift in sharing? Do you think there's blessings in sharing? You're going to be learning all these things under this element 8. And that will take us to element 9, where we're going to be sharing with you how to develop or create a mask, a face mask that you can use to prevent yourself, from the COVID-19. Because as you know, COVID-19 is somewhat it's a somewhat infectious virus or diseases that can be transferred from one person to another. So so you're going to be learning how to prevent yourself, how to help other people also prevent themselves. So, and whatever mask you're going to make, if you have it in abundance, you also learn the habit of sharing with your friends later. And then that will lead us to element 10, where you are going to be enjoying yourself on the empathy and what you've learned so far. And and you're also going to be inspired and learn how you can share with your friends. So much more to expect from this habit of empathy. I can't wait for you to start, benefiting from the program, and I look forward to learning, to getting your feedback on what you've learned so far from the habit of empathy, and of course what you also learned from other presenters as well. Thank you very much, and stay home and stay safe.